Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to turn your robot into a blueprint using the template that I posted for you on Schoology. So let's go ahead and take a look to see how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and close this document. Okay, and you are going to open up your robot. All right, and we're going to go ahead and get a template off of Schoology. So I'm going to, on Schoology, first download my template. So it says Blueprint Template Master Copy. If you click on it, it will download. There it is, it's downloading. And then I'm going to double click, and that should open it up in Photoshop. Alright, for some reason that was not opening, so let's just say file open. I don't know why this is like saying it's a QuickTime file. Weird. That's okay. File open. Alright, so here we go. Here's my template. Alright, so you can click through to see what layers are here and what they're doing. Alright, and then the text, if you would like to change it, which, I'm sorry, not if you would like to, you need to change it. Here's how we do that. So zoom in so you can see what you're doing, and then we're going to double click on the T. So not over here. If you click here, that's just going to let you change the name of the layer. You actually have to click on the T. So I'm going to click here. That's going to highlight my text, and now I can go ahead and change that. So you're going to put your name. Okay, maybe Falls Church. Or maybe you want to get real creative and say the moon. Latitude 30.5 or something, whatever you want to do for your location. Okay, and then I'm going to scroll up. You can change your dates, you can change your name of your robot, you can change the country. So double click. Again, you can change this if you want. Maybe this is Space Association, patent, whatever. If there's extra spaces, delete stuff. You can change these numbers. Oopsies. All right, maybe I'll change the date to 3033. And this is my robot friend. Just adding some tabs in there. All right, and I'm happy with that. Okay, so again, to change the text, you're just going to double click the T to activate it. You can, of course, change the font if you'd like. All right, so I've got my template ready. Now I just need to add my robot to it. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my robot. I've already done that. All right, we just need the robot layers, so go ahead and clean up if you have anything extra. And I'm actually going to take all these layers and I'm going to merge it into one. So I'm going to do that by holding Shift and clicking all the layers. I'm not including my background though. Okay, this color right here. I'm not including that one. So just my robot, just the robot pieces. I'm holding Shift and I'm clicking them. Then I'm going to right click and say Merge Layers. You can also go here and say Layer, Merge Layers, or you can use a shortcut, which is Control E. Okay, so you can see that now my layers are all merged into one layer right here. So I'm going to go back, Control Z, to show you that one more time. Again, I'm just Shift clicking, right click, Merge Layers, and there we go. All right, I'm going to take this merged copy of my robot, and I'm going to right click. I'm going to say Duplicate Layer, and I can send it to my template. Okay, and again, let me show you how to do that. I'm going to right click, Duplicate Layer, Document Destination. I'm going to say Template. I sent it over there twice, so I should have 2 copies when I click over on that document. There you go, I've got 2 copies of my robot. Another way to bring it over to your document is to just simply say Control A, Control C, go to this document, Control V, Control T if you need to change the size. I'm going to Control T it. Whoopsies. So that's another thing that you can do. All right, there we go. So I've got my robot over here. All right, and now I'm going to apply some filters to make it look like it's part of the blueprint. So I'm going to go up here to Filter, Filter, and I'm going to go to Stylize, and I'm going to say Find Edges. And what this going to do is just kind of give an outline to everything. Filter, Stylize, Find Edges. All right, and that's looking kind of cool, more blueprinty for sure. I do, there are some colors that are in here, so you can see if I zoom in, there's some colors. I don't want those, so I'm going to desaturate this. So I'm going to hit Control U on my keyboard to bring up the hue saturation. You can also go up here to Image, Adjustments, Hue Saturation. Okay, Image Adjustments, Hue Saturation. It will also bring up the same box. So Control U on the keyboard or Image, Adjustments, Hue Saturation. And I'm going to take the saturation bar, slide it to the left to make it a black and white image. All right, and again, I'll do that one more time. Control U, take my saturation slider down to minus 100, and that makes it a black and white image. All right, it's looking, you know, again, much better. But I'm going to go ahead in here. I want to incorporate this so it's part of my image. So I'm going to go up here to normal, and I'm going to use one of my blend modes, screen. So I can do like so, and you can see anything white remains part of the image and anything black drops out. All right, depending on your particular image, you might it might look good like so, or you might want to invert it. So to invert it, Image, Adjustment, Invert. So if there's too much white and you want it to kind of be the opposite, invert, which is Control I. So Control I, and then you'll have this other look. So it depends on your particular image. You just hit Control I, and you can go back and forth between these. Control I is all I'm hitting on my keyboard. So again, Image, Adjustment, Invert. So try it out both ways, Image, Adjustment, Invert. Okay, and you can decide, does it look better with a lot of white or with just a little bit of white? And that's going to depend on your particular image. Okay? And that's it for making your blueprint. So you can go ahead and save that once you're happy. If you have, by the way, an image like so and you want the white to be a little bit brighter, you can always duplicate this layer by hitting Control J, and you can see it just makes it pop a little bit more. All right, and that's it. File, Save As. You can save that as a JPEG and a PSD.